say that I have to have it like that, but it's gonna be crooked. Um, yeah, so I'm painting my nails, and there's been a lot going on. I mean, there is some good in the situation, but this is weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna go too much detail into it, but yeah, uh, still, I've been trying to make a song. I've been trying to make a song, and it has not been coming out how I wanted it to. I mean, I have a lot of songs, but there's a lot of them that hasn't been coming out how I wanted to. So yeah, but reality check, reality check, still going, still going. You know, I'm not putting a lot of records on there. So this is a mess. Taking them dogs off. My shoes, I mean, my shoes. And as I've said before, so weird. As I said before, why? I don't care. It's like a little bird. That looks like a butterfly. Okay, whatever, whatever. Anyway, um, let me. I did do that before. There has been hi, how you doing? There we go. Okay, okay, there we go. I did a new, I did a new, um, that's his other account for the GoFundMe. And, I haven't been posting faces for a while. Hi, hi. Uh, I'm gonna get right. I think I should get right into. Hi. I think I should get right into cards, but I was like kind of feeling weird. There's a lot of issues I was talking about, like with my family, and it's like, wow. Everybody say autism is spectrum. It is. They'll start thinking about other things that might be a spectrum. Like when it comes to mentality, when it comes to getting yourself, that's a spectrum. So where do you fall on that spectrum? I don't know. So how do you find out where you fall on that spectrum? There you go. So it's about asking the right questions and not really, or maybe how I feel like if somebody's talking to me, asking me a question, it has to be asking the right question. Otherwise, I'm just like giving you a vague answer because I don't understand what specifically you need to know. And it's like, okay. And then other people, it's like you ask the question, you just give a direct answer. That sounds weird, but it makes sense to me. Whatever. Um, what's going on? So I have these cards. These are my cutthroat deck. These are my cutthroat deck. This is like you getting red. I had to bring these, and it was a water issue, so some of the cards are damaged, as you can see. But it is Prince. With the pipes, so yeah, can never. Hurry. Okay, it's just a tear. So I keep thinking something's turned over, so let me do this over again. It really makes me think about that. There's a reality upon many, so realities are you hearing plenty? How do you get to know yourself? That was the theme. You have the Fool in reverse. With this, I knew the sun was gonna come out. I don't know why, but I feel like the sun was gonna come out. I didn't think in reverse, but I felt like it was gonna come out. So that kind of feeling right there. See how you had that tinge. That's like a knowing. That's like knowing yourself. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy work. I feel like it's all been a season of not really stepping into what you feel as your potential. But what you climb for as your potential, it could be different for you than for me, because I my potential. I feel like when you see your potential, you have to actually climb for it. I'm sorry. I really sorry. I know I said that already, but it's like I have a trouble. And this is what you can realize when it comes to the Fool. It's like being free. It's about setting the sights on what you see as like this landscape that you're ready to jump into. And it's just like wow, no matter what. And when I say in reverse, it's like you stopped yourself. You're like, whoa, can I really? It's like, can you really lift 100 pounds? Yes, you can. Maybe not right now, but you can. And that's where the sun is like, don't set yourself up for too much. You have to build. And I've had this issue with ourselves. It's like where we have a hard time forgiving ourselves for mistakes we've even done. So it's like facing that reality of yourself when you're in the mirror, who you see and what happened, and how you can learn from what happened. It's just like habits. You gotta see habits. This a lot turned over, and I don't want to get those. So, anyhow. Okay, so crazy. The Lovers came out. So, in this dynamic, whoa, that screamed like that. So, the Lovers came out. So, in this dynamic, it's like you're seeing that you can face your own potential. And what I saw on the back, it was the Nine of Cups, like in reverse. So it's like if you are already predetermined, like this is gonna happen, how do you fully extensively understand or even see that happening without it actually happening or going through? It's like you set yourself up already. So in the dynamic of this, it's like feeling the freedom and just letting go when it does, and when it comes in, you're like cool, and also building what you feel to be yours. So it's coming together. Even though the process is slow, you can get there, you know? And it's just like, this is just slow pace. But it's always a fast pace because time is getting slower. And this came out in reverse, but it was sideways. So it was like that. And this is the Emperor. And it's still that sense of not being ready. Okay, look, guys, get a grip. Get a grip on your soul. Get a grip on your soul. I'm telling you this. Especially on the stress. Get a grip. I said I wouldn't, but this was like, it was an acceptable amount. See, this is where we set the bars, because this is where you set boundaries. You have a bar set, so this is your boundaries. You don't let anybody take over that bar. You say, this is my fucking bar. Grab it, snatch it, think about it. It's your bar. I'm just saying. Um, so it's like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So you had the Five of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Hit all of these. Like it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Pass out these. I'm sorry. Is that disrespectful? Sorry. Is that disrespectful? I'm sorry. I use Yu-Gi-Oh! Pass out these cards. I'm sorry. Is that disrespectful though? Because I like. It's just like, me doing my jokes. Me doing my jokes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like a new adventure is going. And it's also funny how you have 5 and 5. It's a balance key. And this is all this is each one from the deck. It's the Ace, Pentacles, Wands, and Cups, and Temperance. That's kind of crazy to me how that aligned. And they're all in sequence or parallel numbers to one another. So 1155. You have Temperance, X10IV. So that's not sorry. 14. 14. 10, 1, 5, though. I'm just saying, like, how it looks to me. Um, sorry, I'm freaking out because I have numbers that sequence that kind of like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, okay. And it's weird because it stabbed into her heart. So it's like releasing. And it's funny how the Five of Cups is you have to release what was in the past and embark on this new adventure that will lead you into your stability. You have to embrace the change. Embrace the change. Let go and embrace the change. That's like, wow. So when you're stepping into yourself, you have to set up goals for yourself. So how do you do that? I have to start planning. I was planning, but I wasn't planning for being here. I was planning for life, and I was trying to get that into motion. And it's like sometimes I feel like you have to pick and choose which one you have to do, and it also goes with addictions that you have to. Like I think oftentimes it's dealing with doom scrolling because I'm like I don't have enough time to do anything. So how do you contact to that and say yes you do, yes you do. You have to say coast, coast. Hi, as let me go back into it. We'll go back into like what you feel could be a difference. It's like any slight change could have a butterfly effect. You know, it's like say that you every day. You know what a butterfly effect is. I don't have to explain this, please. But every day you're walking around in the same corner, and then you end up turning right instead of left, and then you're like, whoa, what's around this left corner? Or what's, wait, you turn right instead of left. So you go about the right corner, and you're just like, dang, what's around the right corner? And then it's like, you look at the left, and you're just like, but I'm so used to going that corner. And it's just like the right, and I'm just like, well, I already turned this corner, so I might as well go. You ain't got nowhere important to be on that left corner. You're just going to the right corner because that's just a different path. Wow. Or maybe you could just go straight. Or maybe you could turn back around and then maybe you can go around. Like, that's what I mean. You gotta find that right route for you. Um, Cos quiero con cos. Hi? What does that mean? Cos. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Amir. What does that mean? I shouldn't. Should I be reading? Should I be saying that stuff out loud? I don't know. I feel like, am I saying something wrong? Am I saying something bad? Saying something offensive? I don't know. Please. I'm not even trying to understand words. Give me. Mancon. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I don't know. And honestly, as far as I've gotten into my own change, that's it's literally like I declare war when I look at these cards. Sorry, it's like how I kind of have them positioned. It's weird. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say I declare war, but because that was a really old game that I played when I was a kid. Um, but anyway, what was I thinking before that? I don't know. That thought will come around later. Oh wait, I got it. I got it. Routing around. So it's okay. You you got here. You got here. You got to this route. The changes I've done is kind of like understanding languages. Uh, what do you see in a language? You have to understand what's the root of their language, like why they even have their language, how they've conform, how they've meshed themselves in their identity of their language. And that's something that, as someone who wasn't born into that culture, that I wouldn't understand. But I'm still trying to learn languages. And it's just so I can extend that branch. So if nobody else knows it, hey, buddy, I'm here. I'll translate and everything. I'm trying to get it together. And that's like, I feel like even with ASL, it's frustrating. I can't do like signs like all the time, but it's like, what? I know like very little. I know very little. And this is like the reality of what I'm trying to push. And it's kind of hard to get into that when you're still trying to understand your own self in the sense of seeing the past so you can release it and coming into this version of yourself that you see as what you want to experience. That's kind of a weird situation I see. So this means showing up even when you don't want to. Even if you show up for a short time, you still showed up. You know, you still showed up. So it's the Nine of Pentacles. What did I say earlier? Overthinking what it could be before it actually happens. It's okay. Then you have the Seven of Cups. Wait. Pause. No, I'm thinking other things. Because that was the Nine of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. That's in reverse. That means, yeah, it's financial. I'm here. I don't really know if that's a song. But what I'm looking at is the King of Cups. It's just like whatever passion you have is really coming up. And this right here is going to help you. You're expanding. But death is in reverse. Why is that? With the Eight of Pentacles. Something sacrificed the game. So sacrificing what? What are you sacrificing? Mm-hmm. Something about the world. No. Sorry. I know I'll put those back, but trust me. There's a lot that's going on here, but I'm trying to get to the most simplest explanation. Let's go. Okay. Especially with those that popped out, that's why. So I'm not gonna. I feel ultimately there are parts of you that need to be given space. Uh, and this is especially when it comes to having that stillness and having that tranquility. Because in temperance, we see that you need to be in more of a at still. But how can you be at still when you're always moving? Another thing we see. Ooh, ooh, I did not need to do that. Guess what? You would not believe temperance came out again. I was talking about it with the Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So you have to release. I think it's the baggage that you need to let go of, which is like I understand ain't easy, but it's able to be let go. You just have to let it. And this is like how I see that image where it's like that one person who's looking at the rocks and the other person that looks looking at the sunshine, and then they both have different perspectives. It's like you have to see how you're going to build this perspective and how you're going to make it to where it's the best that you can do. And I know that's hard showing up, but you can, and it's possible. Uh, mm, sorry, back over here. So, you guys got it. You guys got it. So anyway, if you can,